We're back to the Neil Haley Show here on the Total Celebrity segment. And I'm excited to welcome to the program caregiver Dave Nassaney. Dave, how are you? How are you? And no, it's interesting. You're the celebrity again this week. Wow.
Go figure.
But really, this is the second time this week. We did have a great interview before that, but meaning when I have you scheduled, I want to talk to you. I want to pick your brain. And it's all about these golden nuggets that we're providing. And I'm doing a show over at Fireside every day, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, where we're really talking about brand, social media. It's just very interesting stuff that I love just to drop gems. You dropped gems last week. I want you to drop gems. Larry dropped gems. And you know the whole gems thing. I'm not seeing you on Clubhouse. I hope to see you on Clubhouse this weekend. And it just all depends. You sometimes come in and you're like, Neil, this is a can of worms you're in. And that happens sometimes.
Yeah, that last one was kind of weird.
Oh, trust me. You never know what room you get into. And I was like, I'm out. I forgot what room it was. Who knows? But today's topic is how to become a celebrity entrepreneur. Because as an entrepreneur, and we did a radio interview with the person who created and coined the phrase celebrity entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's so important, whatever you do. Like, I know, Dave, that you wouldn't have said, okay, I'm going to go join Neil's radio station. And if it wasn't for the celebrity, the celebrity is what sold you.
All about celebrity.
It's all about celebrity. Exactly. And who you know. And it's not always what you know. That's the second thing. They got to know, like, and trust you and love you. But what Clint has created, and lots of people have figured this out, is the celebrity entrepreneur. So define the celebrity entrepreneur for me.
Well, if you're a celebrity entrepreneur, if you are a celebrity entrepreneur, try saying that three times fast. It's not about what you do. It's about who you are. I mean, I've owned gas stations all my life, and now I'm a caregiver for my wife for the last 25 years. That's not who I am. That's just what I do. And when I met Clint Arthur, he taught me that in order to succeed in life, in order to live your dreams, whatever those dreams might be, because we all have dreams, right?
Exactly.
And you've got to have people have to have a perception of you to want what you have. And in order to do that, celebrity is all about it. So he's got these 5 tips of becoming a celebrity entrepreneur. First one is selfie mastery, right? We all have probably taken pictures with celebrities that we happen to meet at the airport or whatever, but he is absolutely obsessive about it. He says, the more, as you can see behind me, I've got a lot of pictures of celebrities, and a lot of these were post Clint Arthur, because what attaching yourself to a celebrity does is it increases the perception of people in your mind. Wow, this guy's hanging out with celebrities. He must be smarter. He must be within, I want to be like that. Who doesn't want to be hanging out with celebrities?
So let's see if we can hit the checklist. Can Neil Haley hit the checklist of celebrity entrepreneur?
I'm sure you can.
I know you say I'm sure I can. But first of all, before I was doing celebrity interviews when I went with GJ Reynolds to LA, and I don't know if you saw those pictures. And here's the story, and you'll love the story, and this you'll laugh. I make any experience a celebrity experience. That's another great coin phrase. Let Clint take that. That's fine. I have enough coin phrases. Raven, the talk show maven, and I I'm creating a book for her on all her coin phrases. I don't know if you've been with Raven. Raven cracks me up at every coin phrase she comes up with.
Yeah, she's in my mastermind.
She has? Really?
Yeah. Raven the Maven, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You ought to ask.
Oh, I'm gonna
ask more. You'll learn more.
I definitely will. But so basically, what she's told, but what I'm saying is, I'm stuck. Oh man, I'm going to be in LA for a network marketing event. Well, I'm in LA. I better make the best of it. So I went and reached out to different celebrities, got them all to GJ's nice plush apartment when he was staying in LA, when he was building his business in LA with Visalis. And man, I had somebody from that is known for Borat. I had Stanley Kramer's daughter I had all
Wow.
these people all here.
Did you get
Fashion
pictures, Neil?
designers.
Did you get
All the
pictures?
all the pictures are there, bro. They're all on my Facebook page. I've used them. They're on my website, neilhaley.com. Again,
There you
I
go.
hate that this pandemic's kept me away from getting selfie pictures. I mean,
Right.
I cannot wait till it's over, but then I might have to get the darn vaccine to get a friggin' media pass. That's gonna make me happy. But I didn't ask you about the vaccine yet, but I
No,
won't
we're
get
not
the
going to talk
vaccine.
about the vaccine.
No, but I'm not getting the vaccine. So I've already
All
said
right.
it. I'm gonna be the anti-vax. I could be, I
Yeah,
don't care.
and you know, they're
But
talking about this vaccine passport, which Tennessee has already outlawed. So, I mean, it sounds like the mark of the beast to me. You can't buy, you can't
no,
sell, you
no,
can't
no,
hop
no,
on a
no.
plane without your passport.
Exactly. But you got to think about the whole vaccine. I had the
I
best
know,
vaccine. It's an
I
oral
know.
vaccine. Dr. Mark Hayden and I, we're going to be doing another great thing. You got to check out the COVID-19 vaccine show. But back to it. So step one, check that off. So I had pictures with that. GJ and I had a picture with Dale Brown because Dale Brown was in LA. Dale Brown's the head coach of the LSU Tigers, the coach Shaquille O'Neal. He was doing a talk there. So Dale Brown and I were all flexing our muscles. We got a picture of Dale and I got to find that from GJ. But every time, even the celebrity picture could be something as goofy and crazy as you're going to a town. You know, when you go to the Pittsburgh airport, you see a picture of Franco Harris, caught the
Uh,
Immaculate Reception. Everyone gets a picture of the statue next to it. So a statue is also a celebrity picture. If
yes, when
you're
I was in
traveling,
Philadelphia, you know who I got a picture
well,
with, right?
Rocky, no
Rocky.
doubt.
I had to wait
No,
20 minutes in line to get a picture with Rocky.
oh, geez, we don't talk about that. Probably they had to have masks on to do that. So let's go.
I don't know, this was before COVID.
Oh, it's before COVID. Okay, so
So
that's
number
check one.
one, number
So
one is the
number one, so
simplest.
when you
It's
get a
the
picture of
simplest
me
one to do. You just
with
walk
me,
up, you see a celebrity. Hey man, can we get a selfie? Click, you know.
okay, click. So that's number
All
one
right.
for
Number
celebrity
two
opportunity.
is TV. Get on local television. They're desperate for guests. Now,
Which, Dave, if you didn't know this, you're not just on local TV all the time. You
that's
never
right.
know that when you do interviews with me, we do local TV in Pittsburgh all the time. You never
That's
thought of
right.
that. So
I
we're on
thought of
local
it. I
television all
thought
the
of it.
time.
That's why
So
I'm here.
yeah, so but I'm just saying. So local television, check that off. Okay, we
Yeah,
checked
but I've
two.
I've been on 44 local network television stations, and it sounds scary and it's hard. And my first one sucked, and my second one was a little better. My third one, you know, by the time you get to about 50 or so, I'm told by Clint, because it took him about 50 to actually get on Good Morning America and the Today Show. And so it's confidence, it's experience. You got, and they want people who they know aren't going to sit there and look like a deer in the headlights and say, you know. So yeah. So number three, or unless you want to talk about TV for a minute.
No, I want to talk about TV. So,
All right.
okay, I would go in the TV, being on local television, have my own local television show,
Yeah.
being seen on television. Also,
Check.
but check it off. But I'm not done with the TV end. Let's just talk about YouTube. One that I'm pretty
Yeah,
prominent
which
on
is
is
the new
YouTube. So,
TV.
right, is the new TV. So if you Google me, the first thing you're gonna see is my interview with Diamond Dallas Page. And many
Ah,
people go to that YouTube to watch my Diamond Dallas Page interview.
awesome.
Dallas Page again is a WWE Hall of Famer, but people say, "Oh my gosh, you sat down with him in his hotel room and interviewed him." That's straight credibility. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
check off
awesome.
TV. And I
That's
can talk
biggie.
about also the winner of The Voice season 8. I have a sit down interview with him, African American who sung like Sinatra. Sat down with him in
Wow.
Wheeling, West Virginia. Those are huge. If you can get those sit down interviews, I want them back. But again,
It's
maybe I'll
coming.
have to take the vaccine. But let's go to number three.
Number three, prestigious speaking venues, stages. I mean, I spoke at Harvard, NASDAQ, West Point, Carnegie Hall, these kinds of places. Now, they're getting harder and harder to do. But you see, I met
Yes.
Clint Arthur, and what does he do? He just books the place, and then he gets a bunch of people to come, and there's your event. And you've got the photos, you've got the HD video of you doing it. And then every now and then he says, you know, Dave, that was a great speech. I'm going to give you an award on stage. Now I'm an award-winning speaker. Oh my gosh, that's even frosting on the cake.
Now you're going to think I'm stretching the truth. I mean, I've spoken, I've spoke on stage at the National Publicity Summit before it was
Okay,
virtual. You've done that as well,
sure.
where you spoke with the roundtable discussion with Steve Harrison, the National
Yeah.
Publicity Summit. I did that 3 times. So
All
again,
right.
we're going to the checkoff mode.
All
And
right.
you see, I still use that mic on my picture that's on Clubhouse. So that's 9 years ago. But also, I
That's
would
good
say
too.
now the stages I'm speaking on are virtual stages like Club Pod, where I speak every Saturday
Yeah,
in front
those
of
are the
60
new
or 80
prestigious
people.
stages, right?
Exactly. And
Everything's
then I'm
new.
also speaking, and my room got up to about 90 people. I spoke on a stage, and
Wow.
and I've been in rooms with put on stage of 400 or 500 people on Clubhouse. And I'm
Yeah.
also every day now on Fireside, where I am speaking, where I'm sure that Mark Cuban is checking out who is creating in his platform every day. And the only one creating is me. Look out, Mr. Cuban. I'm waiting for you to just give me a call to go to Shark Tank. So let's check
People
number
would
3
give
off.
their right eye to speak in front of a stage on 500 people, and you can do it now on Clubhouse. Awesome.
But you have to be good. So you have to
Of
contact us to
course.
do
Well,
that.
you wouldn't be
So to be
asked
a
to.
to
You
be
wouldn't
a
be a
celebrity
speaker.
entrepreneur, I wouldn't get on those big stages if I didn't have a national syndicated show. If I didn't know Steve Olsher,
Sure.
I didn't have to pay the money of the mastermind like everyone else did. But because I was a celebrity entrepreneur and I was already friends with Steve because Steve came on my show, he offered to be the category director for Podcast Magazine and offered what category I wanted. And he put it in his Facebook page. But probably most of the people on his Facebook page, his friends, just like Clint's friends, most of them are members of his launch pad. So they're the ones that get the offer. I lucked out because he came on my radio show at one point in time, met Steve Olsher there. Steve and I are really tight now. We're more connected than ever, but we weren't before. We just knew each other from one time in a radio show. Another great reason about podcasts, but check that off the list is basically
Yeah, because
that
the perception of Neil Haley is, hey, this
there.
guy is somebody.
Okay, so number 4.
Okay, number 4, best-selling author, right? Nothing
have
gives
that
you credibility than an author. I mean, when I'm writing my 4th book now, and when I had my first book, all of a sudden people looked at me different. Wow, this guy must be smart. He's an author. I mean, everybody wants to be an author. Everybody wants to write a book. But the facts are less than 1% of the population are authors, published authors. So it elevates you. So you can do it, Neil. I mean, you don't need a book.
No.
I mean, this one guy says, this crappy little, it was a tiny little book like this. You could almost use it as a coaster. He says, this crappy little
99,
book is.
you can go to like 99 Designs, create a book of 20 pages on how to be successful in Clubhouse. Boom, you have a book. There you go.
And so he was saying this crappy little book I've got, because some people are making fun of it because it's so small, is better than the book that you haven't written. So yeah, and it's never been easier to write a book today.
Then you have the secret sauce is the bestseller thing, right? That's the secret sauce.
And the Amazon thing. Anybody can be a bestseller on Amazon if you know what you're doing, if you know the formula, if you know the secret sauce.
And
even you. When is your next book coming out?
You know it. No, yeah, we'll figure that out. So I can't.
You got a lot to write about.
All right, so number 5.
All right, number 5, play bigger. What does that mean? It means be a celebrity, have the celebrity lifestyle. When people look on your Facebook page, they should see you vacationing in Europe. They should see you vacationing on the beach in Hawaii. Do what celebrities do, right? What does Kim Kardashian do? What kind of pictures you see of her? She's on the beach laying out, living the good life.
That is
you don't vacation enough. You don't vacation enough, Neil.
I did before COVID.
Take a day off and go somewhere.
I did before COVID.
Yeah.
I used that, but honestly, you're right. I'll give you an example of that. Vegas, when I was with the company I was with, I went and ended up on stage with the I was taking pictures in Vegas on the strip of Vegas. That's something so special. Going to Houston, Texas.
Better than nothing.
Houston, well, Vegas, come on. But so you're right. All those, and what does that bring to the table? It brings whatever industry you're in, you're going to be at a higher playing level than anybody else, right?
That's right, because it's all about making the money, right? How do you use this celebrity status to improve the perception of yourself, right? Never talk to anyone unless they know you're someone. And that's a great tip, because you have to be sold on what it is you're selling before you can sell it. They got to know that you believe in this stuff and you believe in it.
You wouldn't believe the stage I was on yesterday on Clubhouse with, oh my gosh. See, I get on the big stages. Shout out to Miley. Miley's also running another program she's really pushing, which is micro podcasting. It's called Rackets. And I'm doing my 9-minute Rackets now. And it's a company trying to compete with Clubhouse, but Miley's involved in it. And Miley is pretty big on Clubhouse. and she gets the big rooms. She gets all these big influencers, 25, 30, 40,000 followers on Clubhouse. And I mean, I forgot who was on stage. There were people that have been there from the beginning. It's like a town hall. They've created
Wow.
their own town hall because they updated the app, all the different things. Will Clubhouse survive? But that's the celebrity thing. If you can be one of the influencers, that's why I keep staying on that platform. The more followers that they just had one of the people that was successful on Clubhouse sign with a talent agency. So it's really big what's coming. So that would be a thing. Well, why do I spend so much time on social audio? I believe that's the future. I believe that, and not the future. I believe that's the next thing right now. Okay.
Well, the whole thing about
how can
celebrity
people,
entrepreneurship
so
is
if you
you
can,
are
if you're
the
only checking one of those boxes or you're checking none of those boxes, what do you have to do, Dave?
Well, if I'm going to give my personal cell phone number out. If you want to call me, I will introduce you to Clint Arthur. I'll make sure you get some kind of discount, and he can do for you what he did for me. And if you got a pencil, you ready to write it down? It's 904. I'm sorry, let me give you the area code first.
That would be
66.
good. What do you, in the old days when they used to have area code? Okay, go ahead.
Funny guy. Don't give up your day job. 661-904-5060. Now, if everybody calls at once, just let it go to voicemail. I will call you back, okay? And I'll introduce you to him. And you too can be a celebrity entrepreneur.
And that's the great thing. Text them all day, all night long till you get to
Yeah,
that.
you don't have
chance
to
of
call, you can
celebrity.
text too.
Exactly. You can text to, or text to win. As Raven, you're full of it. It's not Raven, the talk show maven is not with Clint Arthur. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
have to
she's
text
not. She
you.
was with Craig Duswalt in that. So that you're probably mistaken there.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Raven's awesome. Again,
Craig
partner,
Duswalt was my first mentor in the Rockstar Marketing Boot Camp, and now he calls it
because that's
Rock Your
because
Life.
Raven lives in LA. Have you read?
And she's a podcaster too.
Yes,
Yeah.
but now
Yeah.
sports,
So I've been on
music,
Raven's show. She's been on my show.
she's the music category
She's
director.
interesting. She
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
married lately,
Yeah,
and
yeah, she's
and
married
he's
to
pretty
a
awesome
Grammy
too.
artist, so she's
Yeah.
impressive. Okay,
And
all right,
she has nice friends too.
okay, so that's awesome. All right, so we'll take care, guys, and that was the Caregiver Dave Celebrity segment.